My daughter-in-law derided my son in court. But when the judge caught sight of me stepping in behind him, he froze, then whispered, stunned, "You know, sometimes life hits you so hard you feel like you're starring in your own tragic play. But what happens when the very person you trusted most, the one you brought into your home, tries to steal everything from you and your broken son? What happens when you have no choice but to unearth a past you thought you'd buried forever just to fight for your family's very survival?" I still remember the silence that fell in the courtroom the instant Judge Stephen Morales walked in. His piercing eyes scanned the room, landing on my son, Michael, and for a split second I saw a flicker of something. Compassion. But then his gaze froze, fixing directly on me. A shock like he'd seen a ghost from a past life. I walked slowly towards the defense table, my old leather briefcase in hand. The sharp thud as I placed it on the wooden surface echoed through the room, a declaration of war. I pulled out the chair, sitting next to Michael, feeling his trembling hand under mine. The entire room was plunged into an eerie quiet. The only sound was the clerk's pen scratching on paper. Judge Morales leaned forward, his eyes wide, his usual solemnity gone. He spoke almost in a whisper. "Why did you come here?" That question hit me like a blast of cold wind. Jessica, Michael's soon-to-be ex-wife, frowned, looking at me with suspicion. Her parents whispered to each other, their faces etched with distrust. Michael lifted his head, his gaze confused, but holding a fragile spark of hope I hadn't seen in months. Seeing him like that, my heart ached. He didn't know. No one in that room knew that I wasn't just a mother. I had been someone else. Someone everyone in Chicago once knew by name. Less than an hour before, the Chicago sky was gray and heavy. I stood by our old car, carefully helping Michael with each shaky step. It wasn't just the crutch bearing his weight. It was the cold stares and whispers from the gathering crowd that weighed him down. The mournful toll of the church bells from downtown hammered against my chest, announcing a grim, grim day. I clutched my old leather briefcase. Its worn edges were a testament to the years, but it didn't just hold papers. It held the honor, the future, and the faint, desperate hope of my family. In front of the imposing courthouse, a small crowd had gathered. Curious neighbors, reporters with cameras at the ready. Their murmurs buzzed like a restless swarm. "It's the Villaseñor divorce," someone whispered. "They say it's really nasty." Poor son. My heart sank, but I kept my face in a motionless mask. I couldn't show weakness. Then a luxury car screeched to a halt behind us. The door swung open and Jessica emerged, draped in a red Gucci dress, the color of defiance, practically screaming her assumed victory. Dark sunglasses hid half her face, but not the arrogant smirk on her lips. Her parents and brother followed, heads held high, walking as if they'd already won. My stomach churned. They had no idea what Michael and I had endured. The sleepless nights, the endless struggle to... Full story video added in below.